In this evolving landscape, human resource management must not only adapt but lead the charge by reimagining the role of people in organizational success. This session seeks to prepare you for that future. We will explore the megatrends impacting HR, emerging competencies for HR leaders, the ethical implications of data and technology, and the importance of diversity, sustainability, and employee well-being. We will also consider the vision of HRM as a purpose-driven, human-centered discipline that balances innovation with empathy, and agility with accountability. By the end of this session, you will be equipped not only with knowledge of what's coming, but also with a framework for how to think critically and act courageously in the face of change. The future of HR is not something to be feared, it is a frontier of possibility that, when embraced with vision and integrity, can unlock human potential at an unprecedented scale. Let us now step into the future of HRM. Section 1, The Future of Work, Global Megatrends and HR's Evolving Role. The future of work is shaped by a convergence of global megatrends that demand a new paradigm of human resource management. These include the accelerating pace of digital transformation, increased connectivity, the gig economy, shifting employee expectations, climate change, geopolitical instability, global health crises, and demographic changes such as aging populations and migration. HR professionals must stay ahead of these trends to build agile, resilient, and future-ready organizations. Digitalization and automation are replacing routine tasks, pushing HR to focus on value-adding activities such as strategic workforce planning, skills development, employee experience design, and culture shaping. Moreover, the rise of hybrid and remote work requires new frameworks for engagement, collaboration, and performance management. Organizations must now compete globally for talent and adjust to employees who value flexibility, purpose, and autonomy. HR leaders are now expected to be futurists, scenario planners, data analysts, and architects of work environments that promote inclusion, innovation, and adaptability. This means anticipating the unknown, leveraging data for foresight, and cultivating agile mindsets across the workforce. The HR function must evolve into a proactive, insight-driven enabler of strategic change rather than a reactive administrator of policies. Furthermore, these megatrends require HR to redefine how work is designed, how teams are formed, and how success is measured. This transformation demands continuous scanning of the external environment, rapid learning cycles, and courageous leadership that can steer organizations through uncertainty with clarity and vision. As the world of work transforms, so must HR's purpose and position within it. Human resources must not merely respond to change but become the engine that drives innovation and renewal. Section 2, Artificial Intelligence and Technology, Transforming HR Functions. Technology, particularly AI and machine learning, is revolutionizing how HR functions are delivered. From AI-driven recruitment tools that eliminate bias and speed up hiring, to chatbots handling HR inquiries and predictive analytics enhancing workforce planning, technology is reshaping the operational and strategic layers of HR. AI applications in HR can screen thousands of candidates in seconds, forecast attrition, personalize training content, and even assess employee sentiment. These tools offer speed and scale, enabling HR to make data-backed decisions with greater accuracy. Virtual onboarding, digital learning platforms, employee engagement software, and performance analytics are also empowering HR to deliver seamless, responsive, and customized experiences. However, this digital transformation comes with critical questions around privacy, ethics, bias, transparency, and fairness. For example, algorithmic bias can unintentionally reinforce discrimination if not properly monitored. Data privacy must also be respected, with clear policies and boundaries around how personal data is collected, stored, and used. HR leaders must ensure that technological adoption enhances, rather than diminishes, the human experience at work. Balancing automation with empathy and efficiency with ethics will be a defining challenge for future HR professionals. Transparent communication, inclusive design, and ongoing audits of algorithmic tools must become standard practice. Moreover, HR must bridge the gap between digital fluency and human connection, ensuring that people remain at the heart of organizational progress. Technology should augment, not replace, the uniquely human attributes of empathy, judgment, creativity, and relationship building. Digital HR must be designed for inclusivity, accessibility, and emotional engagement. The future HR function will increasingly be powered by HR tech stacks, people analytics dashboards, and AI-enabled decision-making, but these tools must serve a broader vision, enabling meaningful, fulfilling, and dignified work. Section 3, Building Skills for the Future, Lifelong Learning and Talent Development. As job roles evolve and new ones emerge, organizations must prioritize continuous learning and upskilling. HR's role in creating a culture of lifelong learning will be crucial to bridging the growing skills gap. Traditional training models must give way to agile, personalized learning experiences powered by data and digital tools. Future-ready HR departments will operate as learning ecosystems, curating content, fostering mentorship, and enabling learning in the flow of work. Adaptive learning platforms, virtual reality simulations, peer-to-peer learning, and AI-powered coaching will revolutionize how employees develop competencies. The learning journey will become nonlinear, on-demand, and employee-driven. Additionally, HR must champion soft skills, such as creativity, critical thinking, emotional intelligence, adaptability, collaboration, and communication, which are increasingly essential in a technology-driven world. These human capabilities are the differentiators in a digital economy. The future of talent development will rely on microlearning, mobile-first learning platforms, gamification, social learning communities, and immersive learning environments. HR must also work cross-functionally with business units to identify emerging skill demands, anticipate future job roles, and tailor development pathways accordingly. Beyond technical proficiency, fostering a mindset of curiosity, experimentation, and resilience will be key. Employees must be empowered to take ownership of their development, while managers must be equipped to support growth conversations and learning goals. Ultimately, a learning-oriented culture is a resilient one. Organizations that empower employees to grow continuously are better equipped to navigate uncertainty, pivot quickly, and unlock innovation from within. HR's mission will be to democratize access to learning and make growth an integral part of the employee experience. Section 4, Ethical Leadership and Human-Centered Workplaces. The future of HR is not only about technology and data. It's also about ethics, values, and human dignity. As organizations face increasing scrutiny over corporate responsibility, equity, and social impact, HR leaders must step up as moral stewards and inclusive leaders. Ethical leadership involves transparency, fairness, and principled decision-making. It requires embedding ethics into policies, culture, performance evaluations, and leadership behaviors. HR must also support psychological safety, employee voice, and holistic well-being, recognizing that high performance is deeply linked to trust and compassion. Leaders must not only do things right but do the right thing. This involves courageously challenging injustice, standing up for marginalized voices, and promoting fairness in hiring, promotion, compensation, and disciplinary systems. Ethical leadership demands consistency between values and actions, both internally and externally. HR can play a central role in establishing ethical guardrails by designing codes of conduct, conducting integrity training, supporting whistleblower systems, and promoting open dialogue. Ethical culture is cultivated not through policies alone but through example, accountability, and everyday behaviors. Furthermore, ethical leadership is the foundation of sustainable success. It cultivates employee loyalty, enhances brand reputation, attracts socially conscious talent, and fosters organizational resilience in times of crisis. A human-centered workplace prioritizes psychological safety, meaningful work, inclusive dialogue, and compassionate leadership. It nurtures intrinsic motivation and strengthens the social fabric of the organization. HR must ensure that work environments reflect care, dignity, and shared responsibility. Section 5, sustainability, DEI, and the purpose-driven enterprise, sustainability and social responsibility are becoming core expectations of modern organizations. Future HRM must help embed environmental, social, and governance, ESG, goals into people strategies. This includes promoting diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI, creating green jobs, supporting just transitions, and aligning talent strategies with corporate purpose. HR must go beyond compliance to lead transformative change that connects employees to meaningful work, fosters belonging, and contributes to sustainable business practices. Gen Z and millennial employees increasingly seek employers that reflect their values, pushing HR to rethink its role in purpose-led work cultures. Sustainability must be integrated into every stage of the employee lifecycle, from eco-conscious onboarding practices to sustainable leadership development and green workplace policies. HR must also monitor and report on ESG metrics, partner with CSR teams, develop inclusive hiring pipelines, and cultivate cultures of transparency and impact. Diversity and inclusion efforts must move from tokenism to systemic transformation. HR should dismantle structural barriers, create equitable access to opportunities, and empower all voices to be heard and valued. Inclusive leadership training, ERGs, diverse succession planning, and unbiased performance reviews are some tools to achieve this. By embracing sustainability and DEI, HR can help build more inclusive and future-fit organizations. The purpose-driven enterprise is not just a trend, it is a necessity for long-term survival and relevance in a rapidly changing world. Purpose aligns strategy with values and turns profit into progress. HR is the custodian of that alignment. Conclusion: reimagining HRM for a bold new era. As we conclude this masterclass, it is clear that human resource management is no longer a support function but a strategic force capable of shaping the future of work. From harnessing AI to cultivating inclusive cultures and enabling continuous learning, HRM is poised to be the compass that guides organizations through volatility, complexity, and change. The HR leader of tomorrow must blend digital fluency with emotional intelligence, strategic thinking with ethical clarity, and operational excellence with visionary purpose. The future of HRM lies not just in managing people, but in championing humanity in an age of machines. This is an era that calls for transformation, not tradition. For HR professionals, it means embracing new tools and new mindsets, advocating for people and planet, and designing work experiences that honor both performance and purpose. As stewards of this transformation, let us lead with insight, act with courage, and build a future of work that is not only efficient, but equitable, inclusive, and inspiring. The future of work doesn't just happen, it is built by those bold enough to shape it. Questions for reflection and discussion. 1. What megatrends do you believe will have the most significant impact on HRM in the next decade? 2. How can HR professionals balance the benefits of AI with concerns around ethics and data privacy? 3. What strategies can HR use to foster a culture of continuous learning and adaptability? 4. In what ways can ethical leadership be integrated into everyday HR practices? 5. How can HR help organizations become more sustainable and socially responsible? 6. What does it mean to create a purpose-driven workplace, and what role should HR play in achieving this vision? Thank you for joining us on this journey through the past, present, and future of HRM. We hope you leave with renewed insight, deeper awareness, and bold inspiration to help shape the future of work.